First time I watched this movie, I cried.
When?
If you have been online over the past couple of days, there is no way that you have missed out on the It Ends With Us craze. If you are a book lover, you are already familiar with the material. After all, the author of the book, Colleen Hoover, transformed the entire book industry single-handedly. And It Ends With Us had a lot to do with the success of hers. The book currently has more than 3.6 million reads on Goodreads, making it one of the most popular books of the past decade. So it is not surprising for any of us to see that it is adapted into a movie. I mean, what is Hollywood if it is not turning the hit books into movies instead of writing their own unique scenarios, right? The thing that none of us saw coming, however, was the endless drama between the cast and crew of the movie, which seemed to be overshadowing the movie itself. It reached the point that Blake Lively is now the #1 villain of the internet, a stark contrast to her usual the girl next door persona. And as for our poor boy Brandon Sklenar, whom we all know from Yellowstone prequel 1923, this entire beef might cost to his career. Yes, things are that serious. Before getting into all the drama surrounding the show and how it can ruin Brandon's career forever, let's talk about what It Ends With Us is about. Blake Lively takes the lead in It Ends With Us as Lily Bloom, a Boston flower shop owner who falls for neurosurgeon Ryle Kincaid, played by Justin Baldoni. Lively, also a producer on the film, is joined by our lovely Brandon, who portrays Lily's past love, Atlas Corrigan. The film focuses on Lily's complicated love triangle and her struggle to deal with Ryle's violent behavior. And yes, being named Lily Bloom and owning a flower shop is the perfect example of how cringy Colleen Hoover's books can get. Personally, I read the book, and I can say that despite all the flowers, handsome love interests, and a beautiful main character, the book is far from being a romance. I know that a lot of people are going to the movie with the expectation of a rom-com. And yes, the marketing also presented the movie as if it is the hottest romance of the summer, which is something I will touch more on later in the video. But despite all these, the book and subsequently the movie is actually about domestic violence and how sneaky it can be in certain circumstances. It is a tough read and a tough watch. Know this before getting into it. Did you read the book? Do you think it is a romance? Let me know in the comments. Thankfully, the behind-the-scenes drama surrounding it is way lighter than the movie's subject matter. In the days leading up to the release of It Ends With Us, rumors surfaced about a possible rift between Lively and Baldoni during post-production. Neither has addressed these rumors publicly. Well, at least not yet. However, there have been some passive-aggressive, backhanded comments about each other that made fans go crazy online, digging deep into what might have happened between the two. We know that Baldoni initially secured the rights to Hoover's novel, saying it was a mix of romance, mystery, and emotion, admitting that it brought him to tears by the end. Hoover, who was very protective of her book, only agreed to sell the rights after receiving a heartfelt email from Baldoni, which convinced her he truly understood the story's importance. From that point on, we all expected Hoover's confidence in Baldoni to reflect in the movie, ending up in a masterpiece. Unfortunately, things have not exactly evolved that way. Allegedly, by the time Lively was cast as Lily, things had started to go downhill for the movie. By the way, Lively is also one of the producers of the movie. So there is that. It is alleged that she brought her husband, Ryan Reynolds, into the movie-making process. In fact, Reynolds was allegedly so involved in the process that he wrote the rooftop scene, despite holding no official titles in the movie. It seems like Lively and Baldoni had different visions for the movie. And at the end, Baldoni, allegedly, felt left out in his own project. Honestly, the press tour of the movie was very much telling of what the filming process was like, especially for Baldoni. As you can expect, fans quickly noticed Baldoni's absence from joint press events and the lack of photos of Lively and Baldoni together at the New York premiere. Additionally, many pointed out that Lively, Hoover, and other cast members don't follow Baldoni on Instagram, though he follows them. And, as I mentioned, there is the elephant in the room, named Ryan Reynolds, who is more visible in the press tour than Baldoni. Lively previously confirmed that she and Reynolds often collaborate on each other's projects, so it is not shocking to see Ryan everywhere. But I feel like no one expected to see him this much. Insiders confirmed Reynolds wrote a significant portion of the dialogue for the scene, but he was heavily involved in Deadpool and Wolverine during the time, leaving little opportunity for him to focus on It Ends With Us. Still, we know that Lively, as both star and producer, played a major role in shaping the film's creative direction. Sources revealed that Lively commissioned her own cut of the movie from editor Shane Reed, who also worked on Deadpool and Wolverine. It's unclear if any of Lively's version was used in the final edit, but insiders noted that multiple cuts are common in filmmaking and that the team ultimately agreed on the final version. So, the movie that we are watching in the theaters right now is absolutely the product of Baldoni and Lively's joint work. However, many argues whether Baldoni was actually content with this product, or was he just going along just to avoid further tension? Do you think Baldoni is happy with the final product? Let me know in the comments below. With $7 million from Thursday previews and an opening weekend likely to surpass $40 million, it is clear that whether it was Baldoni's vision or Lively's vision, the movie is a financial success. Yes, the reviews are not amazing, but people are still watching it, which matters. Nevertheless, it feels like people are talking more about Baldoni's isolation from the rest of the cast than the movie itself. And honestly, Baldoni's comments on Lively contribute a lot to the drama. At the film's premiere, Baldoni was asked by Entertainment Tonight about the possibility of taking on both roles again for a potential sequel. To the interviewer's surprise, Baldoni declined, saying, "I think there are others who would be better for that," and suggested that Blake Lively might be up for the challenge. "I think Blake Lively's ready to direct," he added.
We do have It Starts With Us, so I'm hoping to see you back in the double duty role.
I think there are better people for that one.
Justin.
I think Blake Lively's ready to direct. That's what I think. So, yeah.
As you can expect, many interpreted these remarks as passive-aggressive comments on Lively's intervention in the filming process. In another interview with ET, Baldoni expressed his admiration for Lively, stating, "Everything she touches, she improves. I think we're all here because of her, and I couldn't be more grateful for the chance to work with her." Now, personally, I feel like this can easily be seen as a genuine remark on his colleague. However, considering the context, it is impossible to not dig deeper and see the potential backhanded compliment there. But let me know whether you think it is a genuine comment or not. Now, on to our beloved Brandon. Brandon Sklenar was basically a no-name actor before starring in 1923. In 1923, however, he rose to fame so quickly that by the time the first season aired, he was already booked on It Ends With Us. Knowing how popular the book is, I can't imagine how much he was excited to star in this project. However, I bet he did not foresee how crazy things might get in the set. For now, he seems like Team Blake Lively. In all the press tours, he is with her. He seems getting along great with Ryan Reynolds.
But that's just a testament to Ryan. And that guy's incredible. To watch him work and watch him come up with things on the moment and jokes, and I'm slow. I'm not. He's so fast.
Even his girlfriend seems like besties with Lively. I'm not here to judge on the side he chooses. Only they know what really happened beyond the scenes. However, I have to admit that I'm afraid that being involved in such a drama-filled movie at such an early stage in his career might be costly in the long run. It is very rare to see a drama-filled movie contributing to the careers of the actors involved. Do you remember Don't Worry Darling? Like, the movie had the best actors in it, and yes, all those names managed to survive that movie, but still, it basically ended Harry Styles' acting career. Like, even Harry Styles is not immune to the curse of a movie drama. For now, it seems like Sklenar is enjoying his fame, with millions praising his looks and talent in the movie. And I hope that he can continue preserving his popularity for the years to come. Currently, Brandon is working on 1923 Season 2, and it seems like he has 2 more movie projects ahead, which sounds great. My fingers are crossed, hoping that the movie drama curse won't catch up on him. Do you think Brandon's career is at risk because of It Ends With Us? I can't wait to hear your thoughts about it.